Hello everyone, and today we will not be doing a random desktop review, but rather just a regular review of Earthspark Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. Sorry, I haven't seen any episodes of the show in a long time, so names are a bit iffy right now. In vehicle mode, we can see that she is a drone of some sort. I believe she's one of Wheeljack's drones, like he built it in the show, but I'm not exactly 100% sure on that. And yeah, it's a pretty okay rendition of it from what I remember. A bit gappy as far as the front end here goes, but what are you going to do? It's not exactly the cleanest transformation sequences in the show either, so... Sorry, my dog is yawning behind me. She does come with a few accessories. One is just her little arm cannon, which does peg into vehicle mode. There's a little slot right there, tab right there. You just meet those up, and there you go. She also comes with a Build-A-Figure, or two Build-A-Figure pieces, as a matter of fact. She comes with Mandroid's head, which, you know, it's a Build-A-Figure. It's not anything too exciting or impressive. And then also comes with a bit of a spoiler for the later episodes of the show, this kind of Dr. Octopus backpack. Yeah, I don't know why Hasbro decided wave one of the figures would come with the pieces that spoil the show the most, but what are you gonna do? So that's it for accessories, at least with the figure in vehicle mode. Let's get down to a size comparison, because I only have one other Earthspark Transformer, and that is Bumblebee. Now, as you can see, Twitch and Bumblebee here do not scale well to each other at all. Like, at all. This is not how they look in the show. Which, they're both deluxe classes, so I don't expect them to scale well. But, as you can see, Twitch is actually a little bit bigger than Bumblebee here. And in the show, she is like a quarter his size. So, that being said, let's get down to some articulation. Not much in vehicle mode. We do get spinning VTOLs here. And then you can kind of raise this up a little bit, but it's very much a small amount. So there's our, and then you could also adjust the size here. You know, you can do that. You can have them forward like she's flying forward, you know, different things along those lines. So that being said, we will get down to transformation. So for transformation, what you're first going to want to do is obviously pull the cannon off. You just set that off to the side there. Now, there are a bit of a few steps you can take from here. What I personally like to do is go ahead and pull these up and separate them, and then just put them off to the side like so. They're on a ball joint right here. Clear plastic ball joints. I don't know how long this figure is going to be able to withstand the stress of that. These do seem fairly thick for clear plastic, so I'm hoping it's strong enough, but only time will tell there. Next, what you want to do is you want to take these little gray pieces on the side right here and kind of pull them down. That will untab the foot from the top section here. And then you want to take the visible robot hand here and pull down on it. And what that'll do is that will free up the leg to then fold out. And then you want to take it, you want to fold it to where the little strut, the little circle here is facing the bottom of the vehicle mode. Then you just push that up and it'll click in. Pull the foot down, and that is one of the legs done. So now we will flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. Take the foot, push down, take the hand of the robot and push it down, fold the leg out, rotate. One leg's tighter than the other one, so it has a tendency of turning the hip with it. Rotate till that's facing down, fold it up, and then fold the feet up, and there we have our legs done. Now what you want to do is you want to take these two gray pieces here and fold them up like so. Then you want to take the arms and twist until these gray pieces are on the outside. Grab by the shoulders and just pull. They are on kind of ratcheted joints, but the little blades here bump into the V-tool, so you don't want to fold them out completely just yet. What you want to do instead is take this little gray piece here and flip it up. Then you want to take the front end of the drone, fold it down a little bit, and then that should free up some space for you to push the arms all the way back, and then push the chest the rest of the way down, and fold the head down. Now in the event, so let's say you're at this step here, in the event that it doesn't let you push the arms all the way back, just take the V-tolls and push them back like so, and that will free up some space. So, get her situated here. With all that being said, just making some minor adjustments here. Get the arms folded. There we have Twitch in her robot mode. In robot mode, Twitch is a little taller than you would expect her to be with that crunched up vehicle mode, but then again, most of the vehicle mode was just her legs folding up onto the sides. But as you can see, she has a very, very nice set of light piping on her head, and that's, you know, the back of her head is majority of clear plastic, but also because of how big her eyes are, it catches light very well. Like even in a dark room like I have right now, even outside of the lighting, the light piping still works very, very well. I'm usually not a fan of light piping just because 90% of the time the figure looks dead. But it's still something that can be done right. It just has to be done like this. As far as articulation goes, there's a lot more of it now. Head is on a ball joint. You can look up that far, really far, and can't really look down. Full 360, a bit of a wiggle, like a side to side there, not a whole lot. V-tolls still have the same articulation as they did in vehicle mode. Shoulders are also ball jointed, but you don't get a full 360 because of the V-tolls, and you can get about 90 degrees going out. The elbows are on kind of a ratchet. It's a very like hard ratchet, so it's like you got a 45 degree and then you have 90 degree, and that's pretty much all you can do with it. It doesn't really like sitting at an in-between. It usually just forces itself to one of the angles anyway. So that's a bit upsetting, but I think they may have done that for transformation or for stability in vehicle mode, since she is sitting on her arms. Legs also ball jointed at the hip, so you get a good kick, you get some good outward movement, and you can go back just as far. So really good articulation as far as the legs go. Over 90 degrees at the knee, and then ankle is also on a ball joint. So as you can see, very good articulation. We even have a waist swivel, and that's very rare on deluxe classes, especially deluxe class figures that are part of like the main line. So like not Studio Series, not any of the collector lines like Legacy, but like main line. So like the Rise of the Beast has the main line, and then the Studio Series line. The main line figures are a lot smaller than the Studio Series line, and I'm assuming they're going to have less articulation. But yeah, great articulation overall, especially for a mainline figure. She does still have her accessory, the little cannon here. There's just a little 5mm port inside there, goes right into her hand, and that gives her the classic Transformers arm cannon, which just looks a little big on her, and I don't like how it has this slight inward angle. I wish it stuck straight out, but what are you going to do? And it doesn't limit her articulation in any real meaningful way. It might bump into some things more, so you won't get as far of an shoulder movement as you would without it. Oh, I forgot to mention in articulation, she does have a bicep swivel as well. But yeah, so that is all I can really say for Twitch in her robot mode. Let's get down to some size comparisons. Now for size comparison, I only have the one Earthspark figure, so there she is next to Bumblebee. And she's actually got just like the smallest touch of height on him, like not even a full head. And which, if you've seen the show, this thing I do remember from the show, she's literally like that tall. She's like goes up to his like thigh in the show. Like she's tiny. So I'm hoping they do have a core class release of this figure just so we have figures that scale well together. I highly doubt it because this is the main line. If this was Studio Series, that'd be one thing. We probably would be getting a core class instead of a deluxe. But since it's main line, it's probably just going to be deluxe classes and Voyager classes. I highly doubt we'll get any leader class or core class or anything like that. So, moving him out of the way, that is going to conclude our review of Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class. Twitch here. I almost forgot her name again. So, not a random desktop review today. This was planned as soon as I picked this figure up. My targets are just now starting to get these guys. I've pretty much given up on Walmart at this point. They're still trying to sell Wave 1 Deluxe class figures, but those are all topics for another day. So, check your area. This is a toy that I do really recommend as far as just like if you want to get your kids something to play with. Yeah, these are going about $20 at Target in my area, at least. They might be different in yours, but I highly recommend you get this figure and the Bumblebee figure that I have over there. Megatron you can get if you want him, like if you're just collecting these figures to have a collection of them. From what I've heard, he is definitely the worst feeling of the three figures they have, of the three deluxe classes they have out right now. But if you want that Build-A-Figure, you're going to have to get all of them, so with all that being said, this has been the review. I will see you guys some other time. Guys, I need your help. Okay, so the algorithm is the #1 enemy of all YouTube channels. Any YouTube channel that's trying to start up or isn't pre-established is going to fail because of the algorithm. So what I need you to do, I need you to do two things. One, I need you to hit like. Two, I need you to subscribe. If you don't do either of those things, this channel is not going to be able to stay afloat for very long. So please, like, subscribe, and if you really like me, you might leave a comment while you're at it. Thank you very much.